Okay. Somebody found it actually.
What do I need to do to a car? What do I want to start with? Yeah, that's where I had to stop for a second. I picked up this phone to. Just go in and
I feel like it's kind of loud.
in the air. We know we're going to work on the ground, so let's not get too far ahead of ourselves.
I'm gonna have to drop the volume down just a little bit on that
So
one.
be thinking like 3 or 4 steps ahead, and try to constantly think what the end goal is when you're doing this. Because I was going to start with like air filter, which still wouldn't have hurt if I would have done that first.
Hey, Waylay, first in this mug. Yes, sir, you are, bro. Yes, sir, yes, sir. Yes, sir, you are, man. What's up, bro?
Also, I got this nice Milwaukee light.
How you
shining
doing,
down.
bro?
I will probably invest into a door bar, but I mean, this is shining plenty of light.
We got a little car repair research going right now.
Garage light kits. I don't have one. Will probably be a good upgrade, but this is definitely on the good side of it. So anyways, just want to update y'all on, just start thinking 3-4 steps ahead, and also think everything you touch, learn why. What does this do? You know, and as you do this over the years, even if you just grasp, 1% of it, every time you do it, another percent will come together until you just know I know exactly what this does and how it operates and how important it is and stuff like that. So anyways, and that's how you learn this stuff. So I'll stop rambling again.
What up, Nuggy?
On jack stands, and we're gonna get the wheels off.
Welcome back, Nuggy. Welcome back.
Out. And plus, just having the wheels off does make it easier.
Man, glad you had a good time earlier, man.
I just rotated the tires yesterday.
Appreciate y'all hopping in.
Yeah, let's do that.
I know it's a little
Your
bit.
lighter will fail you at the worst possible moment in the wind, in the cold.
Oh, that was straight up AI, super AI melted lighter. Cannot believe how AI it was. It looked like early 2000 CGI AI.
The rain. So we built one that's physically impossible to blow out. Instead of butane, we use Tesla coil technology. It creates a plasma arc that burns at 1,800 degrees.
Bro's
No
mouth not
gas,
even matching up.
No fluid, no weak spark. Just pure heat, and it cuts right through wind, rain, and freezing cold. And what makes it work so well comes down to 3 things. 1, it's complete.
All right, get out of here. Off-brand Chuck Norris, get out of here.
Alright, so I got my handy dandy jack. I'm just going to show y'all how
You say you ever try Upload Labs? I've never tried Upload Labs, no. I've never tried that.
See how much oil I got on the ground?
Yep, my oil is coming from that
That
same
is
spot.
very light compared to what it usually
So I have a
after I get done driving up the road, you can see it's
like
got
any
that
like many
there,
old cars,
there,
oil
and
leak,
that's all oil from it just leaking at the ground.
and I've replaced head valve
so
gasket,
tow hook here. I'll put my jack
oil pan
on
gasket,
that, and there's a tow hook on the other side. I think it's
spark plug
right
gaskets.
there-ish.
But I'm pretty sure
I just literally put my
pretty
jack
sure
stand
it's
in,
the rear
jack it
main
up,
seal
and then I put my jack stand behind
up in the transmission. So I'm just kind of getting a little
further back though on the actual body.
visual
And if you can, use a piece of 2x4
while I'm eating before I go up in there.
especially on the body, help spread that load, and you want to crush your frame like I did on my Trans Am. Just it ain't horrible, just constantly kind of indenting it.
What is Upload Labs about?
Over jacking this car
I
up.
thought it was a software.
The frame will look a lot better. Anyways, so I'm going to jack it up. That's how I do it. And then we'll pick it up from there. In my inner vice grip garage, and fellas, watch out when you got an overhead garage. You start jacking your cars up. Because that hood will find
Oh,
it. You don't know Honda's on the hinge here. So you can see what I did here. I don't use the block and wood there because I really want it in this cup.
wait,
here.
where is he putting that?
But anyway, that's for the jack. You can see you have another hole here. And that gets it,
He has on like the maximum height. I wonder why.
that JDM look, as they like to call it. It gets it more vertical. So anyways, we just got to be more careful. Right here, you can already see how close we are. So we're going to have to probably lower that and jack it up, and then we'll see what happens.
I was like, yo, you got it way high.
Got an air, something else to forgot to mention. If you're on the shorter side, go to top end could help some. I'm around 6 foot, so this isn't a bad working area for me, so it's just something to take into account. But I did not realize how bad this car is underneath. I don't know if you can see that frame rail. That's nothing but oil. All that shiny is oil, which some people say that's corrosion prevention.
It is.
Yeah, that's really, really bad. This car was not leaking like this a year ago. So, anyways, I did what I said with the 2x4s at the top. I used I don't know what this is. Some plywood.
But what the
But it
heck
does
is
save
this
my frame. I
setup,
feel
bro?
happy with it. I do a little shake test, and at least it's off the ground. It's like my brother taught me is I'll put my tires under the car too, just to not
Bro,
to
this
crush me 100%, just a little
It
bit.
just looks so sketch.
So when you get to your CV axle nuts,
Oh, but
they
it took
should
the
be
car.
staked.
Ah, I took the wheels off to
You
put them
want
under.
to do this. Don't think you're damaging it. You want to do this real good. My actual Honda minivan, I did not stake it good enough, and these it vibrated enough where it got through it or past this notch, and actually ruined my bearing. And then I think it no, it didn't ruin the CV axle, it just ruined the bearing, because this nut actually holds your bearing actually is like split, and it allowed it to rattle around and destroy it. So what I take is this stake here. You can see how it has a notch, and I just put it right here and just start hammering, and then we just want to make it somewhat semicircle again, and you can take it off with your impact and socket, as seen here. Turned out pretty good, and we'll just reuse that nut. I think the OEM
Just bit a bone and it
recommends replacing
split
it,
my
but
tooth.
as long as you get it to that
It's like
contour
splitting
again,
two teeth and it's so stuck.
I reuse them. So, all right, little progress update. Wheels are off. CV axle nuts are off.
About to
Wheels
ruin
are
my
under the
whole
car.
meal, man. God dang.
We went and took the distributor off. It was 12 millimeters, I believe. We took our starter off, and then we got it moved to the side. It was just two 14 millimeters. I actually bagged them. I'm gonna try to bag a little bit because I'm not as familiar with the Hondas as I used to be. And now we're just going, and of course the air box was removed. It was just two 10 millimeters. We removed the ground, and we're just removing all electrical. And I'm just trying to get it where it's convenient. I didn't really have to take the distributor off, but it's just couldn't see some things. Just wanted to access these bolts here. Didn't have the starter. I think could have stayed on, but it's another just something else in the way.
Starter off, distributor off, airbox off.
Making this convenient. We're gonna take the transmission. All the electrical off. My goal is to get this whole harness and just flop it over here. And then after that, we'll probably go to this motor mount here, and then our CV axles. And that's going to be pretty much the gist of it, other than like this motor mount, and then taking our bolts off. We're going to have to brace this sometime. We really don't. It ain't going to fall out because we do have a motor mount here. But we definitely want to give it some type of support. I put a
Dude, this sucks.
VTEC oil pan on this car, so
It's like
I'll
perfectly
probably just
wedged.
put like something under the oil pan because it is a aluminum, like,
And it's like
cast
sticking
aluminum
out to where I
oil
can't
pan,
I can't
anyways,
chew
it's kind of
because my
just
bottom
status
teeth
update of how
pushes
I'm
the bone.
going through this one step at
The
a
bone
time.
chip
I even
harder
thought
into
about
my
removing
gum.
the radiator, but I don't want to
Like
have
I'm not
to,
gonna eat with this.
purge the system because the transmission line's kind of pain in the butt. But I might just take this off here just to move the lines. But I really don't want to
Strong
take it
too. It's
off
like bending
here
my
at these clamps.
fingernail.
So, which we have one here, and then we have one here. One reason I'm not wanting to do it is because this one here is kind of inconvenient because of how it routes around the transmission. Little update, just trying to make it convenient, not trying to rush or work and tear up my hands and tear up something else. I'm probably gonna wind up doing a Rock Auto part run because the order thing. I'm making a list. I want to do the air filter. My brake cylinder needed fluid the other day, and I did it without even thinking because it was like 5 o'clock in the morning, and realized, well, it's probably because I need brake pads, and I haven't changed the brakes in this, I don't think, ever. So, and then we got our seals and anything else I see. it's just going to be that kind of annual maintenance type a day. When you got older cars, you're going to have to put money into them. It's that $300 a month car payment turns into almost $500 a year in maintenance, and then it lasts. And I found, a little rambling, found if you put like $500 a month, or sorry, $500 a year into your used car, and we're talking about like over 200,000. A lot of cars will last a while without needing maintenance. But like my 06 Sierra, not like this Honda, $500 a year is what I'm estimating it's costing me, but that thing never breaks down. Like, it'll just keep on going. Preventive maintenance is key, and just that whole, just do a little bit each year. Don't wait till it breaks down. Just you go and see the brakes getting wore out, just go and replace it. You go in here to the bearings start to whine, just go and replace it. Don't wait till like catastrophic failure. And these cars will last forever, but you are going to have to work on them. They're not going to last forever like that car payment feels. You're making a car payment, but you're not breaking down. So it's kind of the trade-off. So anyways, and that's me doing the maintenance. That's another thing. If you're having to pay somebody, then yeah, it gets expensive quick. So anyways, I'm gonna keep on trucking, and I'll give you an update a little later. All right, it just started raining outside. Thank goodness I decided to do this in the garage, but I wasn't going to at first. So all of the suspensions out on this side, CV axles came out amazing, but the lower ball joint was actually a disaster. Pretty sure this is our issue with our oil leak around the valve cover, because this whole top end was redone, as I mentioned earlier. Right now we have all of our bolts out. You can actually see light through here. Same thing, our CV axle. Everything's out here. We did damage this ball joint too, trying to use the ball joint puller that I had a bit of Harbor Freight to get, which was a good tool, but it damaged both of my ball joints. So I would have probably put some metal over it and a nut.
This is literally like the worst possible time.
So now we got the jack supporting the
food getting cold,
and we have a jack stand and a block of wood supporting the
I'm trying to eat
oil pan. So
I'm trying to play the
pretty
game.
much at this point, we're just R&R, remove bolts, find the next one, torque converter bolts, shifter bolts, ready to remove the header, intake. Just went in and dropped the exhaust. Like I said, I'm going for convenience on this, so just make forward progress. It ain't that hard. I went in and looked it up. If I go ahead and do ball joints, tie rods, brakes, and everything, it went for like $300. Ain't horrible, but it's a lot to do at one time, so I'm thinking about dialing it back.
Bro, are you on the main seal yet?
Price, but they do have the input seal for transmission.
Check this out. I'm
Bro,
show
okay.
You how
I mean, he was probably
car.
just giving some insight and rambling about his projects,
you ready?
which I respect.
All right, $118 for car insurance.
I
That's
get
how
it,
much I was paying.
but
Okay.
man.
I picked up
Rear main seal kit and the distributor seal all in stock. So I might just go ahead and do that to get the engine back together. Because my fear is with Harbor Freight is you do get cheaper, but it's going to be $50 for shipping. Still come out cheaper, but I have to wait on it to get here, and the next time it's going to be ready is this weekend. And it's going to be close if I'm able to do all this again next weekend. So if I just kind of do it in chunks, I think I would prefer that. I don't know.
Cloth or napkin?
So that's where we are.
Like in between or something?
I am by myself. That's the reason why the camera's in and out. I can't show some of the juice other than just a lot of 13s, 17s,
It's good thinking.
15s,
What
12s,
cloth though, like?
10s, stuff like that. Swivel sockets are your friend. And
I don't think the gap is in like.
very tight.
Oh wait, put a gloss. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
I'm just gonna drop it. I think everything's out of the way, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So that's why we do this.
I was thinking like floss.
I'm trying to get frustrated. Literally, I just had that 2x4 that's kind of long. Instantly, the transmission want to drop down to the back, and what I did is one hand on the jack.
The sucky thing is that this couldn't happen anywhere else. I have this one
creep, and I was able to
gap,
slowly just drop it down to where now it's
just a little bit bigger gap in between my teeth. Like on the one of my canines.
That's the joy of working on
the only place this could have happened, bro.
because of these
it's just
things.
in there and
So
it's kind of
that
like
is
spinning
nice.
around as I'm
You
trying to like pull
definitely
it.
see all of our oil in here, but now I'm curious: is it input seal on transmission or our rear main seal, which we'll be able to tell here shortly. So I'm going to knock these off, get this transmission out of the way, and start investigating what's actually leaking. So yeah, rear
I
main
see you breaking the
seal,
tooth
like
with
I
that
thought.
fork.
Yeah,
He's
you
so
see
right.
it seeping.
Hey,
So
the moment
bad.
it slips, bro, the moment it
It's
slips,
leaking.
I'm gonna be in a
So
whole
in
new
the,
problem, man.
The
You
flex
right.
plate input, hold.
Oh, he went inside. He went inside.
Stuff like that.
Okay.
Swivel sockets are your friend, and my transmission bolts were very tight, all 1/2-inch tools. And yeah, so I'm just gonna
Okay,
drop it. I
1/2-inch,
think everything's out
12
of the way,
tens.
and we'll see what happens. So on to the next one. So that's why we do this. And take our time and try not to get frustrated. Literally, I just had that 2x4 that's kind of long. Instantly, the transmission want to drop down to the back. And what I did is one hand on the jack, one hand holding the transmission. I had a creep, and I was able to slowly just drop it down to where now it's stable on the actual the width of the transmission itself. That's the joy of working on a 4-cylinder, is because of these things. So that is nice. We can definitely see all of our oil in here, but now I'm curious: is it input seal on transmission or our rear main seal, which we'll be able to tell here shortly. So I'm going to knock these off, get this transmission out of the way, and start investigating what's actually leaking. So yeah, rear main seal, not like I thought. You can actually see it seeping. That's how
That is
bad
exactly where my oil's coming out.
it is leaking. So in the flex plate, this has a little more clue. Got none to put
It's-
this
I
shim
see it.
on, so another video evidence I'd come to. I did mark it to the crank. I don't think it really matters. I just want to get better at marking stuff just to make sure you put everything back on the way it came off. And it might be an offset hole when it's in. I'm not sure.
Bro, I'm about to just try to eat on the other
Always,
side.
See how shiny this side is? Yeah, that's pretty good. So wet for rear, this is engine side to rear main seal, transmission side, which this side has been bolted to torque converter. But we're going to change up both seals.
Yeah,
in
this
way.
is a paper towel right
The
here.
biggest thing was just knowing which one's which. So pretty much at this
I got a
point,
driving right here,
there's
too.
a bolt here,
This was just kind of wet,
believe
but
a bolt
switch.
here, maybe two
'Cause
more
I'm
on the
eating,
side,
eating
not
some
sure.
ribs,
And then these
ribs and potato salad.
4.
So I was like, I'm
And
gonna
this
need a
comes
wet
off.
nap. I'm
I
gonna need a wet
got
nap.
RTV
to get-
from the OEM. And
Good
this
girl.
comes off, rear main seal goes back on, and put Humpty Dumpty back together. So a lot of work for a seal, but that's just the way it is. I mean, it's like 280,000 miles. But yeah, so I might just make this like a part 1. Oh, I have it here. Part 1 of the rear main seal, but I don't know how I'm gonna order parts yet. That's probably gonna be, I'm not gonna work on it anymore today. It's raining, kind of just blah. But yeah, so hey, I appreciate it. Hopefully you learned something. I learned a lot, familiarizing myself. And this is the first auto Civic I've done, and it's always been manuals before. So please comment what you thought of the video. I appreciate it. Please like. Let's see if I'm right. It's right in here. And then if you go a little bit lower, it's the comment section. And that's where you can please just leave me some type of
Bro,
guidance.
it's literally just.
Positive criticism.
I feel it.
all
I
that
feel
good
it with the
stuff's
napkin
appreciated.
catching.
And what else?
But it's kinda like,
subscribe. So when you subscribe, it's
flexing
over here. If
and just
yours
slipping
says
off.
subscribe, the wording's actually red. Go ahead and click it, and it'll turn to gray. And hey, I appreciate it. And on to the next one.
Oh, but
Well,
wait.
things took a turn for the worse.
Oh, but wait.
Went to go pull the rear mains cover off, and you have to drop the oil pan. Oh my gosh. So let's see if you can see it is dropped.
Wait.
I'll take
I gotta.
you over to where it's at. Transmission.
I just put a new.
We're gonna have to
I
do
just put
some
a new oil
arranging
pan
'cause our
gasket on. Are you
refrigerator
telling me I
went
have
out
to drop the oil
here,
pan, bro?
but this is our cover. And as you can see, at first I said, well, if the studs wasn't here, I could do this without taking the oil pan off. But nope. there's a lip. So the oil pan has to come off to do the rear main seal. And that is really disappointing. But it was a risk. So now I got to clean it all up. And here's the refrigerator.
Oh my God.
So we got to move this somewhere else. But it pretty much holds the drinks. So anyways, let me get this moved and get this in the parts washer, and yep.
Okay.
I'm going to go pull the rear mains cover
Now
off.
his oil pan gasket is a little different, but
else.
I don't know why they do that on some of the Civics. I haven't really looked that hard into it. I always just focus on the one I have. But a lot of the Civics that generation have these different gaskets. So I'm just kind of curious. Maybe my gasket doesn't have to come off. Maybe.
But it pretty much holds the drinks. So anyways, let me get this to myself.
Let me look. Show me
to do some arranging because our refrigerator went out here, but this is our cover. And as you see, at first I said, well, if the studs wasn't here, I could do this without taking it off.
Yeah, that's on the side, and then that oil pan gasket goes on there with the silicone, and it makes sense to have to take it off.
Nope.
Right.
There's a lip. So the oil pan has to come off to do the rear main seal. And that is really disappointing. But it was a risk. So now I got to clean it all up. And here's the refrigerator. So we got to move this somewhere else.
All right, I'm about to.
But it pretty much holds the drinks. So anyways, let me get this moved and get this in the parts washer, and yep, get the washing. Alright, so I didn't get to finish that video. It was supposed to be like a two-part.
I'm one hard bite away. Maybe two hard bites away from making
kind
this.
of just frustration.
Jammed in there
Time
for
was against me.
a few days.
Just didn't have the time to record and keep going back and forth. It was already getting really long. Never really did the two-part thing, so many factors came in of not giving y'all an update on going back in. And like I said, time was against me because I already spent 1 weekend taking it apart. Something happened the next weekend, I believe, and then I think it was almost like a 3-weekend split, and I drove my 06 Sierra, and it wound up, getting me on gas because of how far I have to drive. So I just needed to get the car back together, and we did. So what you're going to see is a PCV video come out.
It came out.
I think it's already posted, and that's kind of the aftermath of all of this. Was we are still leaking near the rear main seal area, and now we think it's the PCV. So we're going to go with a catch can setup. I'm actually waiting on an email from, I think it's called K-Motor, and I'm trying to buy like more of a kit from them.
It came out, and I think I swallowed it. It's just gonna have to get burnt up.
I got the catch can and the sharpening cart, but I needed the fittings and the hose, and I can buy it from Summit, but I was just kind of wanting to give them some business. So anyways, I'm gonna give you a kind of an outro on the engine, just kind of show you what we did, and if I recall any big hiccups on the install.
So he's saying he's still got a leak.
Pretty much what it turned into was a big pressure washing, which is affected our O2 sensor for some reason. I don't know why. It's giving me both a high and a low issue. I don't really think the O2 sensor is bad, but it's getting to a point where I'm probably just going to change it. As you can see, we pressure washed it. We use like Dawn soap. We use some other detergents and just really cleaned everything up. This transmission was so filthy. Everything was filthy. And then you can see how nasty it is. How everything's shiny back here is because of the PCV being removed. And I tried driving it just to like in town and back, and it is absolutely horrible. I'm fine with that. It was kind of a lesson learned. But yeah, this is everything back together. I'm trying to think, was there any big hiccups on the reinstall? And I
Shoot me, that napkin
just
saved me, bro.
one thing at a time on it. We wound up doing all 4 brakes. I have changed them in the past once I got in there and installed the brake pads. I only changed the front though. We went ahead and did shoes on the back though. I know that's the first time that's been changed.
So all 4 corners are good. The tires were rotated a couple of weeks ago before all of this, or that's when it was noticed. Other than that, that's going to be it for this video on getting it back together, on changing the rear main seal and several seals. And distributor ain't leaking, or it doesn't appear to be, just we got the rear main seal issue still. And hopefully putting a catch can on it will stop that. So hey, thank you for coming by.
A catch can?
I apologize for this video not being as full as I wanted it to, but life.
So like a little can that like catches the oil, even though
One
it's
hand
leaking.
holding the transmission.
So pretty much he said that it's still leaking.
Y'all, let's take a beat to unplug.
Great idea. I'll unplug the internet.
They're from
Not the
warehouse.
internet, Ellie. Our minds.
Either way, our
Hey.
AT&T Business Fiber comes with 5G backup.
Hey, that's the whole
that keeps us
crew.
connected even during network disruptions.
These meals
the whole
changed everything
crew,
for me.
man.
I'll admit it, I was skeptical about ready-to-eat meals, but then I tried
Did the 2 together, and we did. So what you're going to see is almost like a 3-weekend split. Men have not.
I'm gonna have to.
Be like a 2-part. The drinks.
I'm gonna have to.
Are still leak more of a kit from them. A big hiccup. Don't know why. That we use like
Let me just watch him again. But pretty much, I think he said something is still leaking, which is why they're trying to put a catch can on it. But that's definitely the part. Rear main seal and torque converter installed 8 months ago. This is very recent.
So you know, I put 1 full quart.
We're out there in the go-kart, the drift cart. All right, that's it.
There's the old one. I broke it right there. You could still see signs of cracking, and that's why I was leaking oil. It's all brittle and oiled and cracked. You can see right there.
Mine been on there 12
Cracking oil and
plus 12 plus years, so it's
Yeah.
definitely time
So,
over
yeah,
time.
That one's good. I normally use this to put the old one, to put the new one on. Put the old one on there and you kind of whack it. And hit it with a rubber mallet all the way around until it's seated flush. It should be nice and flush. Shouldn't be in too deep. Just flush. What I do is I get a piece of wood and I just make sure it's flush. So I'll hit it with the piece of wood and just make sure that it's flush. And also it's the bottom, the top,
Okay.
so on and so forth. You can see if it's off. But that looks good. I usually put oil around it so it slides in a lot nicer. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Now we're gonna put the automatic flywheel back on. What is up, guys? We're putting in a new transmission. I already installed the new rear main seal
He said
on the other
automatic.
side of this automatic flywheel. It is.
I'll drive a manual, so better not get mixed up with that. Drive those stick shift, which is really fun, man. Like when you learn how to drive stick shift and you go drive an automatic, it's kind of hard to not reach for that shifter, and it's, yeah, I can honestly say, like, you really do feel the car more when you shift. Rear main seals replacement 88 through 2000. Wait, what?
This is Pocket. I never go anywhere without it. At the tap of a button,
88 to
It
2000.
records and-
Were they really the same?
To replace the rear main seal, if you're doing it in your car, you got to remove the transmission. If you already have the motor out like I do, you go to the transmission side, remove your flywheel and clutch, and then behind it you'll have this casing here, which is where the rear main seal sits. You need to make sure you take the oil pan off, because
All right, that confirms oil pan does have to come off. The second person said it.
it bolts up to the bottom of the housing here.
I see it. I see it.
I already broke them all loose, but basically just get the screws out and then get a rubber mallet and tap on it and break it loose. Here's the casing that has the main seal in it. Looking at it, need to flip it over and press it out that way. Because if you look right here, it's kind of a lip that it catches on. But see if I can get this out. Alright, I got it all cleaned up. I took a Scotch-Brite pad and kind of went over the surface. I like to use those over the sandpaper method. To me, it doesn't score it up as much, and it actually just kind of really just polishes it more than anything. Got the inside of it done, and the next part I gotta do is clean up the gasket area there, and then put some new RTV, put the gaskets that's included, and then press the seal in and put it back in. This is what I do to push the rear main seal into the housing. I get a book that's kind of soft but not too hard, and then a microfiber cloth. Then I take the housing, laying it
so just trying to get it
face
flush.
side up, part that would face towards the transmission. Then the rear main seal just goes right on top, and what I like to do is get a rubber mallet, which I have an impact rubber mallet, which makes things a little bit easier. But I like to tap here, 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 just to kind of get it set into place, and then I'll just kind of tap it in a circle motion here and get it flush. Which I don't know if I'll be able to do this on camera with one hand because I don't have my tripod, but we'll see what happens.
I mean, it's looking pretty solid.
Okay, let's see. Looks flush on the outside, but if you look there, it looks like there's still a gap. So I think I need to go a little more.
Would suck to put that all the way on and still have a gap.
So it needs to go a little more. Let me try this. I'm gonna get an extension like this. Try to do it with the socket because it kind of fits right on the edge there. Just kind of tap it along. Honestly, you can probably just use the actual socket itself, but I'm gonna have to put the camera down to get the rest of this in. Alright, I got it in. You can see now, let's see, get it in camera here. You can see now it's flush up with the wall. Honestly though, if I took some oil and rubbed it like around this edge here, just slightly, just like a little bit amount, it would have probably gone in a lot smoother.
True, he did not line it with oil, so that friction was definitely fighting back.
But it is in. Now I just need to finish cleaning up the gasket area on the block, and then we will install it. Alright, I got the oil pan done, new gaskets, and as well as the rear main seal. Everything's basically ready on this motor.
Oh, is this a brand new? He's doing a complete rebuild. Or no, he's not. He just painted it, right? Because that's why he's putting a new seal on. But his manifold, his cover painted. This block looks brand new. I don't understand. Maybe it is just a newer engine, just a newer rebuild.
And I got the oil pan done, new gasket.
Forgot to restone. Make sure to put gasket marker on both sides of the paper. On both sides of the paper gasket before reinstalling back into the housing. Gasket marker on both sides of the paper gasket? I ain't heard nobody say that from any of these videos so far.
Rear main seal. Everything's basically ready on this motor. Other than, you know, fresh oil. Debating on getting new injectors. I'm gonna at least replace the O-rings on it and new hoses, and she's ready to go in.
Thinking I'm gonna start cutting carbs. I need to drop my
belly
fat.
I didn't know the injectors had O-rings.
Here's the most interesting weight loss fact I learned in the last decade. So if I'm trying...
O-rings on the injectors would I don't know. Makes sense. Fluid passing through, but Alright, I'm done looking at Let's look at the spray can paint job. Rust-Oleum Strawberry Red. I've watched some of these before. $20 cheaper was Rattle Can paint job. This is like one of the first ones I watched, I think. Let's see.
He'd be like, but James, if God is so real. Grit, did some hand sanding ahead, and here, please click that subscribe button. So as you can see, we have my brother's Integra here. It's already prepped. We went ahead and did all the sanding and got it all good. We went through it with some 320 grit, did some hand sanding afterwards just to make sure that there's no sand swirls or scratches in it, because we want the total overall finished look to be really nice and smooth. So we got that done, then laid the plastic over the sunroof and got everything taped up, put the plastic over the other windows, and even did the engine bay, which the engine bay is plasticed off as well, and that way that engine bay stays looking good, and we've got it ready to go. We're at this point with it. My brother went ahead and wiped it down with a tack cloth, making sure to get every area from front to back. You don't want any dust. We're gonna do the best we can. It's in a garage versus being in a paint booth, so it's going to be as good as possible with what we have. We're just working with what we have. Yes, we could use a spray gun. Yes, we have a spray gun, but they're loud, and this is way cheaper and easier to do. And we're gonna use as much as we can, get the whole thing covered. The bumper's not on it, but we do have a bumper for it. We're just gonna be painting this stuff right here, and then you'll see it with the finished result. So it's already been wiped down. We've got the dehumidifier running over here just so it's not humid in here. That's gonna be shut off right before we paint. The door is going open. We've got a box fan with a filter, so everything's gonna be filtered out. And yeah, we're basically just gonna
get the door's gonna be open?
Humid in here. That's going to be shut off right before we paint. The door is going open. We've got a box fan with a filter, so everything's going to be filtered out. And yeah, we're basically just going to get to painting. This won't have a clear coat, and the white paint that is actually on here right now was done pretty decent, so it just needed a good scuff up. and it's pretty smooth all the way through. It does have its small imperfections, but this thing's going turbo and it's really crazy, so we're not going to be worried about the body too much. Just want to change it and make it his own. So I'm going to go ahead and get this on the tripod and get to shooting. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Before we get started, make sure to warm these up, get some really hot water, and let them soak in there for about 10-15 minutes. Let it soak it all up. Make sure that everything is blown off. Make sure there's no water under the cap. Do some test sprays away from the panel. Make sure no water spraying out with it from being submerged in water. That hot water will heat it up and make it spray even better. That's how we get such good results. Just make sure these are warmed up. Also make sure they're shaken up really well. Again, that test fire away from the panel is going to help a lot in laying it smooth. Now, this won't be a flawless perfection paint job, but it will look really good if God is willing. Also, another tip real quick. There's a black dot. Tan. You can see right there. Make sure to line that up. And that way, whenever you're tilted down, the siphon tube is usually lined up with that black dot. So that way it picks up all that's in the can. So, just another tip.
Wait, pro tip? Let me hear that
black dot. Whenever you're tilted down, the siphon tube is usually lined up with that black dot, so that way it picks up all that's in the can. So, just another tip, not all spray can companies put the black dot there, but always check for that and line it up.
Oh, I see it on the edge.
Always do a test fire away. We're good to go.
Every lighter still runs on butane,
Look at this old
the
fake,
same fuel
this old fake lighter melting.
from 50 years ago. That's exactly why they died on you when you need them most. So we built one that never will. Instead of butane, we use Tesla coil.
It's different. It was not the same. Ain't that like AI is trying to get too it's trying too hard, man. It's trying too hard. Got a little remix of the same AI commercial. All right, here we go. It's getting too crafty out there, man. Getting too crafty out there. It's a lightsaber. It did look like one. It did. Okay. Pretty standard kind of. Pretty standard kind of spray paint style, you know. Going with the grain. I was to say, why is it? Yeah, okay. I was hoping he wouldn't go start going up and down, like to finish that gap out. I didn't think about the door handles. My door handles are pretty sure they're aftermarket. I don't think they came with black door handles. Yeah, it didn't. I almost was gonna go with this gray, and it's still kind of on my list. But I seen this this deep purple that's like so clean. I'm like, yes, that. I want to go for like a midnight purple. Okay, for trunk he's going. Okay, he did an up and down, and then he did a left and right. So I guess maybe it doesn't matter that much on the trunk, or it matters everywhere. But I think he just kind of finished a more efficient way. Luckily, I don't have any spots I really need to bondo or fill. I have a few like minor dents. Very minor. That honestly, if I don't sand it or whatever, like I'm not even tripping. I'm not saying if I don't feel it.
Okay, this is can number 3. So far, we've done the entire car off 2 cans, and it's looking beautiful. So, can number 3, here we go.
wonder what's the time limit. Like if I sand my car, like how many days do I have before I need to paint? Because my main concern is the Texas heat and humidity. We breathe water during the summer here because it's just so humid and hot. I wonder just like how much of a disadvantage I have with the weather. Or how flaws, or how many flaws, whatever was my flaw possibility.
Okay, I'm on can number 4.
Dealing
This
with the
should be enough to finish the car.
weather. That gray looks nice. I'm gonna keep my engine bay. It's like regular, original tan. I feel like that could be kind of tight. Kind of a little, kind of like gold feature, tannish gold feature on purple is always nice.
Dude, guess how much it cost me to make sure my family gets $1 million if something ever happens to me? You'll never guess.
All right, so there it is. Don't worry, I'll get up close for you guys. Looks beautiful all the way through. What do you think?
It's awesome. I love it.
Wait, what was that in the what was
There
that?
it is. Don't worry, I'll get up close for you guys. Look,
I think I'm seeing like specks of dust, maybe.
beautiful all the way
But
through.
either way,
What do you
it's
think?
DIY, man.
It's awesome. I love it.
What do you think?
And
to
it's
this?
$28.
It's really good.
He did.
It's crazy.
Not gonna be $28.
He witnessed the whole thing.
Yeah.
He was outside.
I think I
off
have
camera.
5,
Yeah, the team's
six
strong.
times 5,
That's why you gotta wear a mask, guys.
which is
That's
still
why we
not
have the,
bad.
The fan, which
Still close
is
to
no longer a
28.
green filter. It's actually gray. So it did its
But
job.
I didn't include
Good
tax,
job,
so it's
fan.
probably like 40.
But
It
yeah,
looks amazing.
it
I love
really
it.
does. And this is his car, by the way.
I love it.
Don't worry, he's not paying me to do this. We're just, family. So family. So that's exactly why we just help each other out. It's kind of what we do. I cannot do this for
Came out
everybody.
clean,
I
man.
get a lot of
Props.
messages. Once we are moved to a different location, things will change. But we're working on all that, trying to stack up the money that we are getting so that way we can get property. We've been working on that for like 3 years now. It's not easy in this economy, but again, we're gonna go ahead. It's been drying for just a
Wonder
little
how
bit
long
now,
it took 'em.
not too long. We're gonna go ahead and get all the plastic and all that stuff off. Remember, while it's tacky, be very careful peeling away from the paint. If you let it fully dry, you could peel paint off with the tape. That's why we do it while it's tacky.
Oh.
It's just another tip that I could give you.
Okay.
And there is a few spots right here, kind of hard to see, but like right there, it hit the tip of the glove, you see, and made it splatter. So I don't
on the.
recommend wearing gloves. I just did this because you guys said wear gloves. So
I see. So he was spraying, and the spray path caught the tip of his glove off the can. He didn't touch it, but okay, yeah, he kind of blocked the nozzle.
No, I don't wear gloves. But anyways, yeah, definitely looks good. Let's go ahead and get all this stuff off.
Peeling.
Go ahead and get shooting.
Oh, his bumper. All right, little front bump.
To do the entire car, we do plan on doing what we did, clear on it, really good. All right, so here it is. It's dry out in the sun. Looks really good. It's really smooth. Reflection is super nice in this paint. There's no clear on it, but we do have plans to wet sand this, add another coat, and only 4 cans to do the entire car. We do plan on doing what we
So he's
did
gonna wet sand and add another coat. Okay.
on the EP3, so there will be a link in the description if you didn't see that video. That has 2K clear over spray paint. Looks amazing. But yeah, looks really, really good. And more important than anything, we saved money and he's happy with it. So as long as he's happy with it, I'm happy with it. So he doesn't have the door jams done or anything like that. It would have taken more cans obviously to do that, but he's not really worried about all that.
Black.
Yeah, and we can always touch it up later. It's not a big deal.
Oh, it's exciting.
car's
Okay,
tiny.
nice. I didn't think about the door
and we
jams.
do have that car over there.
So that gold, that little tan gold
I got
feature on the purple
donated to
layout
me,
tail is gonna look
and
nice.
We're gonna sand it, clean it up, paint it, and go through it mechanically, and be giving that to a guy here in town that needs it. So definitely want to stay tuned for that. But if you're new here, definitely click the subscribe button. If you're wondering why there's jack stands holding the bumper, this thing does not have a core support. You want to open that? So we have to get a core support from the junkyard in here to get it kind of lined better. But the engine bay looks absolutely beautiful when it's cleaned up. It's kind of hard to see right now because it's kind of dusty from sanding, but it does have a 2K clear over it. Looks really nice in the sun. You can kind of see it a little bit over here. But yeah, it's a turbo build. This is getting a turbo and everything in it. It's a D16 Z6 Vitera, and it's going to be really, really fun. A lot of people are going to see the D series and be like, why not? We don't have to really explain why, but there's a lot of reasons to it. But yeah, it's definitely looking really nice, and he didn't want to do under the hood, so we didn't. That's why we were able to get away with the whole outside of the car with only 4 cans. So it's pretty awesome that we could get it all done with 4 cans, and like I said, he's happy with it, so I'm happy with it, and it looks really good.
So my biggest thing is gonna be like the sanding part. Like I'm gonna really have to just make sure I get more sanding, because spraying the process is like what most of the videos are, and it's good. It's fun to see like all the completion and the tech and all that, but really the sanding part.
If you guys were looking for a sign that you need to get out there and try it yourself, this is it. Go get them cans warmed up. I highly recommend that, because the warmed up cans is what made such a difference. It was able to spray better atomization, less of an orange peel. I don't know if you can tell, but the orange peel isn't very bad on this, and it just looks
Okay, let's look at my color. Let's look at my color. Rust-Oleum 2X purple paint job, purple spray. I don't know if anybody's doing their car purple, but like anybody got like a DIY kind of little thing they painted purple or anything. Rust-Oleum painting my rims purple.
I gotta take a video of this. Ooh-wee.
Say it again. You gotta
Even
what?
The cars are glossy.
The boy got his toes out.
What was once damaged chrome rims, they are now glossy grape purple.
I thought that was a grape. So that's a brighter shade than I'm doing. That's a brighter shade. I'm looking for. Wait a minute. Metallic spray paint job. 2-click here. No, not metallic. Rust-Oleum. Oh wait, hold on.
All right, so you decided to buy a complete vehicle paint kit from my company.
Hey, you're not him.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another day at Whitley Auto Works.
Oh, hold on, bro. Hold on. So I think he's like doing a primer black, maybe, or some base coat black. I don't know what's going on.
It out, and so I hope you guys enjoy this. I had an opportunity to make a lot of videos here lately. I'm gonna try my best to start putting out some more. Pretty interesting. I have been working a lot, so pigments. I got Civic. It's all different colors right now, but it's going to be purple. HKS purple through KP Pigments.
Okay, so it's a parted Honda, and he has to paint it all one color to get a consistent color of purple.
I've talked to you.
Okay. Dang, them about red, black. Okay, yeah, hit the sand. Hit it with the coat. Why is that bass kicking so hard? Hit it with all black. HKS purple. Huh. I don't think I've ever seen that. So he's using a spray can. Yeah, he's using like an actual like spray gun, like getting a legit like color, which a legit sprayer, which looks nice. Which looks nice. That mug's clean. That mug's clean. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, that mug's nice. All right, let me not get caught up in it because I don't want to change my game plan. Get hype just to be like, oh, let me get a spray gun. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not going that route. Well, I don't know if anybody's purple. I'm gonna have to get this can and then spray it on something just to test like how dark it actually is. Because I don't see anybody with it. Like not even like arts and crafts. Wait, gloss purple. Okay, hold on. This might be it. I think that is it, but this is a different kind of can. That's not even a good video. Like, show the finished product. Like, it came out alright. Paint primer, ultra cover, 2X. Painter's touch. It says Painter's touch on it. The cans I was looking at earlier didn't have that. Comments are turned off. Because y'all know that mug came out trash, bro. Like, the video didn't even show the actual finished product too well. Yeah. Okay. Oh yes, it's I think it says like American accents or something like that. American accents, text purple, spray paint. American accents, Rust-Oleum, American accents paint review. 8 years ago. I can't do it. Formula could have changed by now. Something. 8 years ago. I just don't think anybody's. Oh, that's kind of a clean color though. It's on black. It's throwing me off. Thought I seen something else. All right, we're just gonna have to get a can. We're just gonna have to get a can ourselves and test it on something. Which I don't mind. Which I don't mind. I don't mind. I don't mind. I don't mind. Painted my Civic with Rust-Oleum spray paint, episode 4. I'm at this to watch later. Save the playlist. Save the watch later. Because if he did 4 episodes about 15 minutes each, he's probably did some body work too.
All motor Rob here. And guess what? I painted the car.
Unless this is just episode 4 of his car journey. Either way, get me out of there. Get me out of here. Late night, man. Late night. You know, I've yet to open up our story mode games. I don't know why. It's like whenever I come to this moment where it's like, oh, we could play a story mode game, a part of me's, I almost feel like a little nervous. I don't know why. There ain't nothing to be nervous about. Devil May Cry. Ain't nothing to nervous about be playing Resident Evil. Maybe. I think it might do the. I don't know if it's like a mood thing or like I'm trying to savor it to when I really want to play. I think I just want to play other games. We got PUBG back. We got Arc Raiders ready. Found out Apex Legends was indeed crashing our PC. Tried playing it off stream recently and it shut everything down. You know what? Overwatch. I can do some chill PUBG. I don't think I have the I don't think I have the reflexes for Arc Raiders ratting right now.